All right, Rod, you ready for another episode of Raymond and Sons?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Raymond and Sons, thank you again for tuning in. We've got an awesome packed show that we want to talk about today. We're going to do some sports. We're going to do some movies. We'll do our sports predictions. It is Saturday, 2:48 p.m. We're going to have a good afternoon, but before we eat and have fun, we're going to do some work. So, Rod, what's going on with you? How was your week before we start getting to business?
Well, work.
Yep.
A little bit more work. Pretty much laid back. Enjoyed the Thursday night game, the Houston, Texas, and Colts game. Turned out to be the best Thursday night game I ain't seen. Period.
As far as actual football, not like extracurricular stuff.
It means something.
Yeah.
So they fighting for a playoff spot. Mm-hmm. Right now, one of them is in the hunt now because they lost. But it was competitive, so it didn't feel like a Thursday night game. It was like a space filler.
Yeah.
So.
No,
How about you?
I guess that game, I didn't realize that Indianapolis was still kind of in. I figured beginning of the season, if you would have told me about Indianapolis Colts versus Houston, you got the whole thing with Andrew Luck. You're thinking that Indianapolis team is done.
Colts
You're thinking that
dead in the water.
They're going to be trying to play for.
But Jacoby, man, Patriot baby.
Jacoby Brissett, he definitely impressed me. He's got those guys playing in a situation where I don't think anybody would have expected. Everybody thought Luck was going to be back. Everybody thought that his injury he's good to go. They're going to go back. They're going to be maybe challenging the Patriots, maybe. But
hold up now.
I said challenging. I didn't say beat him. I said challenging.
No, you don't
challenging.
You don't challenge the Patriots. You just get in the way.
Look.
Get ran over.
Anyways, so looking at how Jacoby has been able to bring that squad to competitiveness, I give that team a lot of props because it definitely wasn't something that I would have thought of in the beginning of the season. So that was a pretty good. I
knew Jacoby was a good quarterback. At least, he was not gonna have him terrible, but hey, I give credit when credit due. He exceeded my expectation by far, and I know he only got room to go up. So if they put their money behind Jacoby, then he can be something. They'll have something. But if they be like, oh, he's just a renter, and then they move on from him, then.
Oh, we got another. Come on, we got another son in Raymond and Sons. No, not yet. All right, we were about to introduce the actual Raymond and Sons. You've seen both myself and Rob. Come here, come on, Desiree, come on. Desiree Jones, future Saban. This is another one of the This is another one of the sons and Raymond and Sons. So, Desiree, tell the folks a little bit about yourself. Tell them a little bit about who you are. Come on, give us a little intro. That's okay. They can't smell it though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Desiree, soon to be Saban. I am Raymond's son.
Come on, don't be shy. Speaking to the mic.
Fiance.
Come on, fiance.
And I'm going to be a physical therapist in 3 years.
Okay.
And you're speaking into existence.
Yes, you got to.
And I'm
Show
their
the ring.
favorite.
You got to show the ring.
Show the. Woo! Wait, hold on. We're gonna have to. All right, that's bright. Wow. You see that?
Yep.
You see her forearms though, really strong from carrying up that ring.
Man. Ooh, they look nice on me.
See. So, ladies and gentlemen, you will see Desiree more often. This is her debut, and we're hoping that we get to see more of Desiree in the Raymond and Sons podcast, right?
You definitely will. I will be here. I'm the builder. Oh, well, I'm actually the architect of Raymond and Sons.
Okay.
So that's who I am. Now I'm gonna have them carry it.
Well, are you sure you don't want to hang out for a little bit, or you can jump in, jump out? Because today, what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about sports. After that, then we're gonna talk about movies, because you know how Rod is with the movies, and then we'll do some sport picks. So I don't know. Do you want to come out a little bit later when we talk about movies, or do you want to talk about sports now?
Usually I talk about sports, but I haven't been up to date, and I haven't been following it because the teams are.
All right.
Patriots, right?
All right, so we'll talk about movies.
Win.
Yeah, so I'll be back.
All right, so you be in the corner, and then when we're talking about movies, come on over.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so there she is, little sister from Raymond and Sons.
Yep.
So she's doing her thing. All right, so we were talking about Jacoby. So is he franchise quarterback then? Is he a franchise quarterback for Indianapolis Colts? You're going from Luck to Jacoby? Can they do something with that?
I want to say all that like right now because he only maybe if he do the same next year, then you can put your eggs in that basket and give him pieces that suit his playing style and see where it goes. But right now, as a franchise quarterback, he could be now. You got to give him, you got to build an offense around him. That offense was built around Andrew Luck for this season.
So question is, when they're going into the draft next year and they're starting to figure out who is on their stuff, are they going quarterback one or no? Okay, so then that tells me that they've got something in them then.
They're going to be in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Unless they whole season get derailed and they just drop. But they're going to be in the middle of the pack draft pick, maybe early 20s if, how they going. So what quarterback could be sitting there that can be a franchise quarterback?
Well, you think about what happened during the draft a couple of years ago with Lamar.
Lamar supposed to have been picked way before that.
I'm just saying, he dropped down to, number 30?
Bill Polian messed that up.
So he went down, he was he the last pick? I mean, he was the last quarterback in the first round, but was he the last pick of the first round? You remember?
He wasn't the last pick. He was the last quarterback pick.
Was he around, was he 28, 30?
28, I believe.
Okay.
So they came back and got him after they got a tight end. So they knew what they was doing. And they were grabbing weapons for him. Mm-hmm. But you can't even really say that about him being a franchise, Lamar, because he didn't start the first year.
Yeah.
Then they built the offense around him the second year. Mm-hmm. Then you could see his true talent. Mm-hmm. So if I say they would have threw him in the water last year, it wouldn't have been the same outcome of this year.
But you did see how they threw him in the playoffs. And he did a little something.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but if you don't got your weapons to add to your playing style, you see what happened to him.
Yeah.
Even though that Kansas City team he lost to, they was doing their thing, they were rolling last year.
Yeah.
But now you can see he got Hollywood.
Yeah.
He got a power running game.
Yeah.
He got the tight end. The tight ends they drafted, they becoming something.
Yeah.
So he can do the double tight end set. So the offense is built around him. So it's built for him to succeed. So if Colts do the same thing with Jacoby, it could be the same outcome.
Mm-hmm. So the question is, Jacoby's a different style quarterback than Lamar. So what type of weapons, what do we need to surround Jacoby to?
Well, you got T.Y.
Yeah.
So, that's a quick slot guy, play outside a little bit, You can give him like a big target. Mm-hmm.
How you feel about his running back, Mac? You feel like Mac is so they got a running back, so
but he's
hurt now. His hand is hurt now, so
yeah. So
but you do at least have
give him a big wide receiver and a tight end.
Okay.
And I guarantee you, Colts dominate their division.
Because you got the running back. Sounds like you got the quarterback of the future.
Right.
You got a decent number one right now. So, like you said, a tight end. And, I mean, Eric Ebron, he's their tight end right now. But
I think he played better with
the other guy.
Yeah, with Love and better with Matthew Stafford than a mobile kind of quarterback. Because
Eric Ebron isn't the type of tight end that can dominate a game. He's not.
He can,
but he's
with a certain quarterback.
Because I mean, so look, he's a Tar Heel. So again, much love. My Tar Heels are starting to come up a little bit more.
Last year, what do you have? 15 touchdowns or something like that. Yeah. So he did his thing, but that was with a more pocket passing quarterback. Jacoby gonna roll out, get it to you. Mm-hmm. That don't fit his style. Okay. You need to let Ebron work the middle, work against the tight end safety. I mean, against the linebacker and the safety, and get open and set routes. Jacoby more like broken play. I'm gonna get it to you. Work back to me. So, but we'll see. They didn't have off season to like really get that together. That timing. So
yeah. So, well, you see, we weren't even planning on talking about Jacoby and his maturation when we were going through our notes for what we were going to do for the podcast. But again, Raymond and Sons, we talk about sports, and that was the first thing that came up.
It's live. It's not edited. This is how we do it.
Exactly. So that's number one. So number two. So I think the main story that we were going to talk about today, as far as sports, is we're going to talk about Tua and how his injury is going to affect not only Alabama but the whole SEC landscape and eventually the national championship landscape.
Well, Alabama, you baked chicken, so call that a wrap. You ain't beating Clemson. You ain't gonna beat Ohio State without him. So done. As of Tua injury, I don't think he should have played. He already got a steel cable from his shin to the bottom of his foot.
Yeah.
So he should have been out. So Nick Saban ran him into the dirt. Hopefully he comes back, 100%.
He coming back junior year then?
Yeah, I would. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Because right now, from reading the stories, people are now questioning his durability.
Right.
So he's not like at his peak.
So you basically got to come back, prove the haters wrong, the doubts, eliminate that, play the whole season, ball out, possibly play for a championship. But I want to leave and go to the NFL because draft stock is going to be real low. So that might cost you $17 million.
Oh, easily, because is he a first rounder if he goes because of his injury?
Nah. Second round. They're probably second, third round. Somebody pick him up.
Yes, I mean somebody if he does that.
Somebody that don't need him right away will pick him up. So either if he do go first round, it'd be late first round. Like somebody trade back in and get him, or he go top of the second maybe.
Because it's interesting because a lot of media will look at football players who get injured and they'll look at when they're getting back, and I know a lot of conversations come up with, what should that football player do? Should they hold out? Should they play? You remember last year with Bosa? He got hurt. Ohio State, he got hurt. He pretty much shut it down. He pretty much told people, "I'm not coming back."
That's what the Bosas do. They brothers. They did.
Yeah, but think about it. So, if that was Bosa would have probably sat out. You probably would have said, you know what? No, I know I'm going to be top number one, number two.
Not with this kind of injury, though.
No.
Hip?
That's what I'm saying.
You got to come back and show some people. Like, Bosa would have hurt his hip that bad?
Yeah.
Bosa would have been number two.
So the question is then, would he have waited until towards the latter end of the season instead of coming up now and giving it more time?
Both of them would have hurt. Anyone would have hurt their hip like Tua. They'd have played their junior year or senior year. They would have came back. Dominated.
So I guess the question. So let me not.
You got to improve your draft.
So let me rephrase it. So the reason why he got hurt was because he didn't have his mobility from his leg. So I guess my question would be: would you have decided to? I mean, the game that they were playing. I mean, they were dominated.
It was 35 zip when he got hurt.
One, was it worth playing him so soon from his injury?
No.
And then number two, how long would you have waited until you would have brought him up?
You needed him the week before.
Okay.
Against LSU.
Uh-huh.
But he wasn't a difference maker. You can see he won 100%.
Clearly.
So when we would have got up, like, I don't know, Nick Saban, a good college coach, great college coach.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his championship, he's got his rings,
right.
He's gonna be Hall of Famer,
right. But he should have knew my quarterback is at what, 70%,
mm-hmm.
at 35 zip, set him on the bench. He got a steel cable in his leg. Let him chill out.
Mm-hmm.
We got this.
Mm-hmm.
We playing nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And going. But you trying to get back into the top four so bad.
Yeah.
And put so many points on a nobody team instead of relying on, hey, we Alabama. Y'all know what we bring to the table. So you did this to yourself. Now if you do make it to the playoffs, you are done.
And I guess for me, the way that, again, so when I saw the story about Tua and when they asked Nick Saban why he was doing that, they said that he wanted to work on his 2-minute offense. So I guess
do that in practice.
So I guess my perspective, my thought is, so right now, so Alabama's in the same division as LSU, or are they on different sides? Because I guess my question is,
they're on the same side.
All right, so they're on the same side. So it's not like if they continued as they were now,
if they ain't on the same side, LSU will beat them again. And now they're going to beat them easily.
I guess my point was that, especially in the SEC, that conference is so tough. I mean, you just play it out. I mean, why use a game that doesn't mean anything? You know you're going to win,
Right.
where you know there are going to be more ranked teams further as you get closer and closer to that division game, and you'll be able to do whatever you need to do. So why not just wait until then, until you get to a game that means something?
Well,
you give them like 3 or 4 weeks.
That 2-minute offense crap is crap. Like I said, like I'm working. No, your defense is way better than that team you were playing.
Mm-hmm.
Why not working on use it against them where he can't get hit like that and just count the pressure as a sack?
And if they're using what I'm assuming because he was out or rusty, I mean, if you're looking at the LSU game, your 2-minute wasn't the reason why you lost that game.
Right.
You lost that game because LSU, they had your number. LSU, it was the defense that couldn't keep up with LSU's offense. That's the reason why you lost the game.
Right.
You know, so I don't look. I get it, and maybe that's what he says. And again, I'm not. Again, me as a Miami Dolphins fan, he's not the highest on my list right now. So
that was bad.
That was just bad. Like now you
Nick Saban, like, he did a lot of suspect stuff as coaching, like how he ridiculed Lane Kiffin. How he did, I forgot the kid name that tried to transfer a few years ago, and he wouldn't sign the paper to release.
I remember. I don't remember the name, but I remember that situation going on.
Right. So, like, he been doing a lot of suspect coaching thing, and that was like a suspect coaching call that bit him in the ass and cost him pretty much this season. Because the only thing you playing for now is just a different bowl game.
Yeah, because I mean, you even remember last year with the whole thing with Jalen. Like there were rumors and stuff that maybe he wanted to, and he knew that he wouldn't be able to transfer because Nick Saban wouldn't sign the papers or anything like that. So he didn't even. And in the beginning of the year, I felt like Jalen handled himself very well, and now he's getting he's getting the benefits by going to a team that's gonna allow for him to at least show what he can do.
Right.
So, I mean, he wins that one. He got his ring. He was able to do his one game that brought LSU an opportunity to go to the championship game. So
you mean Alabama?
Yeah. But with him, look, he got his one chance.
Yeah.
So he did it right. He didn't sit out, and again,
But he had to graduate to leave.
Yeah.
He had to, because he wasn't going to be able to leave on his own.
That's what I'm saying. So
Nick Saban, he coached a different, like he tried to, I don't want to say he tried to be like Bill Belichick in college.
Yeah, but I can see similar tendencies, though.
No, but see, the difference is Bill, if you come to Bill, I'm like, hey, I don't want to play here no more. Bill going to get you out of
there. Yeah. He's not going to want you to be a cancer to his team, and he realizes that he can find somebody and he can mold somebody. Like he's the dude that's going to find you 2 years before he knows you're done. He's going to cut you off just so that you don't sit on his team.
Prime example, Michael Bennett.
Yeah. You remember we were talking about Michael Bennett, and you were telling me how Michael Bennett said that Bill Belichick was the best coach he ever played for, and that he got it. And you told me that he said to him, "Hey, you do what you need to do. When you're ready, come back."
Yeah, he told him come. I remember that. I was reading an article. He was like, "Come to when you come to training camp, you'll be here." But he traded Michael Bennett to the Cowboys. The Patriots played the Cowboys this Sunday.
Yeah.
So he don't care if he trades you to somebody on the schedule. He can trade you to an in-division rival. But if you come in and be like, hey, I want to play here, he would get you out of that. Mm-hmm. Nick Saban don't want no competition from none of his recruits.
I think for him,
he don't want them problems. He don't want that smoke. He don't want none of that. If you say you going to an SEC team, you ain't getting no release. You better graduate. You better put your head in them books, then go.
Yeah. So, yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I think the whole Tua thing probably wasn't handled the best, especially if that dude. Only thing I can think, it's not even that. Like he just wasn't thinking right. I don't think he needed to worry about style points.
Right.
If he would have just continued to play the game, teams are gonna lose before they get there. You know that they're gonna let two SEC teams go if Tua was okay.
But Georgia though.
Yeah,
Georgia's sitting right there.
But
now you open the door for Georgia.
See, because it would have been Georgia against LSU, and Georgia loses, they're not going to be in there. But you remember when Alabama didn't play in the championship game and they still had an opportunity to be in the Final Four? It would have been the same thing.
Right. And now Why do we want to see Alabama in the Final Four?
No, I mean, who is that person that you're gonna watch?
You're gonna be like Notre Dame last year.
Why'd you say that? You said that on purpose. You looked at me before you said that.
Look, forgot you was the Notre Dame.
Yeah. No, you didn't. You see. But look, we're real.
Don't waste nobody's time during the playoffs.
Look,
don't do that. It's supposed to be 4 great games.
So now look, Alabama. I think we both agree they're not going to
3 great games. Huh?
They're not going in. I think we know that. Definitely after Tua. I think with Tua,
they
would have gotten in because of
and got beat.
Yeah. But they would have gotten in because they would have gotten the benefit of the doubt because of past experiences would have gotten them in.
All right, Clemson, Ohio State,
LSU. So is it going to be Georgia?
They're going to be Georgia now. It would have been
even if they lose, because they're playing each other for SEC championship.
Oklahoma sitting right there though. If Penn State upset Ohio State today, they'll get in there, but they'll get destroyed though.
But they will get in there, so
they'll get in there and get destroyed.
Is a Pac-10 Pac-10 team
destroyed?
Is a Pac-10 team going to be able to make? Okay. Because the last Pac-10 team that was able to make it was Oregon, right? Were they the last ones?
Yeah, you see what happened.
Yeah.
No. Pac-10, that's when it was the BCS. That's when y'all were raised supreme because y'all didn't have to really go through nobody. Only time y'all played somebody was in that game. So,
all right, so
no Pac-10. I'm sorry.
So right now it's looking like, so we know it's going to be ACC. We know it's going to be Big Ten and probably 2 SEC teams then.
Oklahoma can get in there.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna lock it in there, but listen, that first round gonna be trash.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna run into a juggernaut team, Clemson or LSU. You don't know.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I agree. So I don't know if Georgia goes in if they lose because they're 2 lost. I can see a one loss.
Alabama did it a couple years ago.
That's Alabama though. Like Georgia doesn't have that name recognition. They don't have people still don't think that they can do it.
Listen, I don't see why Georgia can't get in there. If you, I feel like Georgia can beat 5, 6, and 7, 8. Why they can't be 4?
I think it's gonna be.
I'm trying to make the best possible matchup.
But I don't know if
people
aren't gonna want. I see what you're saying, but would they have seen? I'm trying to think because Georgia and Alabama they don't play this year, right?
I don't think so.
Because if Georgia, if it's a rematch, I don't know if they want to see a rematch. If Georgia is gonna be playing.
Most likely it'll be Georgia and LSU in the championship game.
Mm-hmm.
So
if that's the case, I don't know if they're gonna want to see a rematch.
With the LSU Georgia game?
Yeah.
No, it probably match
because
up.
That's more of a regional thing.
It probably match up that Georgia play Clemson.
But the potential of having that as a national championship game, I think that's too.
What you talking about, Georgia?
If Georgia and LSU play again
in the playoffs?
Yeah. For the championship.
You forgot about Clemson?
I'm just saying, if there is a possibility, I don't know if they're going to want those teams to be in there.
No possibility.
Look,
this is
college football. College football, things happen. Like, you wouldn't expect Nick Saban to make a decision to put Tua in there when there's no reason to put him in there.
If Ohio State loses to Penn State today, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be LSU 1, probably Clemson
2.
Right.
Yeah.
But when the playoffs start, it's going to be Clemson versus 3.
So that's the question is, who do we think?
LSU versus 4. It most likely they're gonna make it where you're not gonna see the SEC championship game back-to-back weeks. They're gonna make it that it's not like that. So they're gonna most likely put Georgia against Clemson and then LSU versus whoever. You get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but I think the point is that if there is a possibility, so what happens if somebody get hurt? Things happen.
Listen,
what happens if Sunshine gets hurt in the championship in the ACC championship?
I feel like Clemson to beat Georgia. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying that I don't know if there's a possibility of that happening. I see that they don't. I agree with you. They may let Oklahoma instead of having Georgia in there.
Well, Ohio State, like, I don't know the score of the game. I'm going to check it live. We're going to do this live. Let's see.
It looked like it was. When I was watching it, it looked like. Okay, so we know. So we know.
It's 28-17, so Ohio State going.
So Ohio State's going to pretty much be undefeated. No, it's the fourth quarter, 3 minutes left. No, they're not going to do it. They had a little push, but it's not going to get there.
Right, so Ohio State's going to stay in there. So it's going to be Ohio State, Clemson, LSU, Oklahoma.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
Oklahoma.
I think.
Even though I think Oklahoma going to waste.
But I think it's that initial, it's the whole geography.
Because they don't play no defense.
I know. But for the viewings and the ratings, they don't want, like, if it's too many SEC people, you either love SEC or you hate them.
Well, Oklahoma travel well, so.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that's, even though they say it's the 4 best teams, look, I'm a Notre Dame fan, but I knew that Notre Dame wasn't going to be able to do something. And the reason why they did that.
You knew they were going to waste somebody afternoon, huh?
No, I mean, you knew that the fans would travel. I thought it was going to be a little closer, but.
Travel to what? To that Clemson?
Notre Dame, travel as in the fans. The fans are going to watch wherever that is.
I don't think they was there. I don't think Clemson was there, but I don't think Notre Dame fans was there.
So, between the viewing, at least in the beginning, you knew that they were going to carry that. But I think it's the same thing if it's 2 SEC teams.
Oklahoma 9 now?
They'll come up. They're going to slowly come up. They're going to come up. That's what ends up happening. You know how it is. Every time they do their BCS stuff, and all of a sudden at the end, you're going to have some leapfrog. They're going to say, oh, strength of schedule. Oh, this was an early loss, but they were able to do whatever they needed to do towards the end of the year. And because of that, that's why we gave them, because they were hotter going in the end of the season. That's what the move is going to be. If they would have lost like a week or two before selection or whatever they call it at the end, but they lost early enough. And they're going to say that they've learned, and they're a totally different team than what they were before. That's the move that they're going to say. I'm just saying, this is what we've seen in the past.
What if Oregon get in there?
Oregon over Oklahoma?
Oklahoma 9, Oregon 6, so they got a better chance right now.
Pac-12, do they have a championship game?
Who cares? They're going to waste anybody's time.
Because what they're saying is that, what they're going to say is Oregon against Utah, because Utah is ranked. That would be the only reason why they're in the top 10.
Utah?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't just see them in there.
That's the only way that I see Oklahoma do that. If they do, see them in there. But again, if you're gonna look at the strength of schedule, the Pac-10, the Pac-12,
Utah 7.
That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, what the hell?
So the only thing that we can think about for that is, are they gonna look at the overall schedule, and that's the only team they really played? Or are they going to look at the fact that, we have... Hi, Philia. You want to be on the podcast?
Hey.
Philia, say hi. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. Say hi. Why are you camera shy all of a sudden? You going to eat your goldfish? Go ahead and eat your goldfish.
I got you.
Go ahead and eat your goldfish.
I got you. Uncle Roy got you.
There you go. Eat your goldfish. But...
Utah 7. Oh my God!
Now you understand what I was saying. That
what if Utah get in the playoffs? Ooh, waste of time, man. It'll be waste of time. Oh my God, they gonna be bad, right?
That's gonna be really bad.
They're gonna be bad. Oh man.
Say hi. Say hi to the video. All right, so we talked about. I think we're any other topics you want to talk about for college football before we move on to, or sports in general before we do movies, or
let's touch on the Mason Rudolph.
All right, so
I told you on the podcast.
All right, so let's recap. So last time, what we talked about in the podcast, we were pretty much fresh. We talked about the whole fight thing that happened. Myles Garrett got his helmet, hit Mason Rudolph over the head.
Outside of the character. Remember I said that. So they had suspensions, and now Rod's got the news coming in. So what's been going on since then? Well, I heard it was a so-called slur said, but like I said, for Myles Garrett to act like that, that's Like
you pretty much said straight out of character. You said that you followed him, that you saw what was going on in Hard Knocks, and you was a hard worker.
Yeah, so I knew something was more than just a kick to the groin. You know, even though that set you off too.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, I don't think Mason that kind of guy. And he probably misheard him and thought he said the ER. But something set him off.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Myles. If he heard that, he heard that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like if he heard that, and for him to like he trying to hurt somebody.
There's got to be a reason why somebody who's played football for so long and is supposed to be a high character guy, like you were saying.
Right. And you from college.
Yeah.
For his time in the pros.
Yeah. You've never heard of anything negative. I mean, was he a number one or top three? He was a top three pick. So you know that whoever went through everything, they're looking at X's, they're looking at Facebook, they're looking at stuff, and you're gonna pretty much have this as one of your franchise people.
And let something come out like he got something going on in his personal life, then that's a different thing. But I'm gonna side with Myles on this. If he think he heard that, then he heard that. I ain't saying Mason said it.
Yeah.
He probably said something else, and Myles misheard him and thought he said that.
Yeah.
But if somebody for him to act like that, you heard something. That's something like remember a couple about 5 years ago when Kevin Garnett said to Melo that he heard his wife take like 100 nut Cheerios. Like
there's certain lines you can't cross.
Yeah, you see Melo was at the bus waiting on him. Like so for him to say that and this man take your helmet off and try to crack you in the top of your head with it, you said something. Mason ain't gonna tell you what he said, but he know what he said. So
is that the reason why he didn't press charges then?
I'm pretty sure. And plus he tried, a football player, you trying to be tough, but
he
know if he said something, if he said that, he know he said it.
That's gonna be between him and him then.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be
But you can't. If you that kind of person, you can't hide it for long.
No,
it will come out.
Then people will start saying stuff, and
right.
So then the question is, what's going on in the Steelers locker room then with this information, with this news coming out?
Well, if
you're the quarterback,
if I'm Mike Tomlin, I put my ear closer to the locker room and try to listen. If it's anything to what Myles Garrett said. Oh, bye, Mason.
You the team, because right now as a quarterback, you're the one that
you're the face.
You are the leader. Right. You got all your players who are going to be supporting you. And if there's going to be something questionable about, hey, did you say this? Does this mean you're this type of person? For NFL teams, the makeup of the teams,
right.
And the majority of the players on the football team are going to be black players. So if you're thinking that, wait a minute, did you say that? Then you lose all those players.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
So if I'm Mike Tomlin, ear closer to the locker room. I ain't, you don't sell a man guilty until proven guilty.
Okay.
So
are we gonna have the conversation of, even though that was said to him, should he have reacted the way that he did?
I'm pretty sure Mike pulled him to the side. Mike Tomlin put him to the side and like, man to man, did you say that? A coward lied to your face. So
yeah,
I don't know what happened. If he said, I don't know, if Mason said, I said something like that, but I ain't said what he said, then that's a different story.
I mean, how many things like that can you say?
So that was saying, like, because you look at, if I'm Mike Tomlin and that's my player, I'm looking at the reaction of a guy that I ain't seen multiple times a season get straight out of character and get highly aggressive, and we winning.
Yeah, and another point, Mike Tomlin, African American coach. So now that's like, is that a whole thing? So you not only have the players, but you got pretty much the coach who is supposed to be the person that is who's responsible for the performance of the team.
So
now do you have that coach questioning?
Only thing you got to do is look into it. if that's in your character, it'll come out again.
Okay, that's true.
So the only thing Mike Tomlin really got to do is listen more and just wait.
Okay. So what about do we talk about the whole hey Myles?
He lost his appeal, by the way, too.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah. He's
that's a lot of money.
Look, no matter what was done, it was like we talked about last game. It was Thursday night. Everybody was watching you.
Right. Oh, before we get in that, if Myles made this up, oh, you shame. Not in this climate. You can't be making up stuff like that.
So now
you should have said he said something about my lady, my mama, my grandma, somebody like that.
I mean, initially when it happened and he was interviewed, he said, "Oh, I lost my cool. I shouldn't have done this," and that was it. So he didn't mention anything initially.
Right.
So was he the one that said this is what happened, or that's news that has come out? And
that's news from the appeal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the NFL.
Okay, so he must have said something in the appeal for that to come out then.
Right, and it got leaked out to the media.
Okay.
But that's all I'm going to say. Hey, it go on both sides. If Mason said it, shame. Myles, if you made that up in this kind of climate, shame on you, bro.
So there's shame going to be coming out eventually one way or the other.
Right. Yeah, like.
You said it or you didn't say it.
It's done now. Because he lost his appeal, so he can't reappeal.
Yeah, no. But as far as the reputation of the individual, there is going to be something.
If the truth ever come out,
then whoever it is,
shame.
They're done. Yeah. All right. So we talked about Myles Garrett. We talked about Thursday Night Football again with Jacoby. Yeah. We ended up talking about the whole Tua situation. What's going on next?
Well,
we want to talk about more sports or
Lakers rolling?
Okay.
Because my boy Bron doing his thing. We gon' hey, King. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to hear about the claw. The claw, something wrong with the claw. But it's the King game now.
But I must add, because I am a look, give me a reason to celebrate, all right? My boys are 11-3 right now. All right, Miami Heat.
Who?
11-3. All right.
How many games they played?
We're 11-3.
Okay.
Look, y'all 11-2. We're 11-3. We only got.
I'm not. First of all, I'm not a Lakers. I'm not a Lakers fan.
All right, fine.
I'm a LeBron fan.
Okay. So then, if you're a LeBron fan, let me take my Miami Heat. All right, 11-3, man. Look, no matter.
Talk to me after.
You either are. Look,
talk to me
either.
After February.
Look, you're still winning. At least you're beating the teams that you're supposed to beat. Nobody thought Miami was going to be 11-3. I didn't think Miami was going to be 11-3. All right.
It's the beginning of the season. Nobody take this serious.
Look, but the fact is, they're still 11-3.
What about Jimmy Butler? What are you doing? He balling over there?
He's not playing hero ball, and they're not having him play hero ball. So I think that's pretty good because they got two rookies that are
playing hero ball now.
Okay. So they're letting the rookies develop.
Well,
I never heard of Kendrick Nunn before this season.
I got NBA.
Tyler Hero. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm just saying I'm surprised at where they are with having a totally reconstructed team. You got Josh Richardson, who's supposed to be their go-to person, and they're getting traded. Hassan's gone, which I'm glad he's gone.
I got NBA League Pass for the VR.
Look.
So you
watch a couple of those games.
Oh, so I'm gonna put a check on
into
Miami Heat.
Just to watch the game. That's all. I'm not saying that.
Don't waste my time in VR now.
Look, I'm not. That is true. Okay, I understand.
So I'm gonna check them out though. I'm gonna put a check on.
Just watch the game.
I'm gonna check, and so when they play it, give me a notification.
Look, at least they're winning the games they're supposed to be winning.
Right.
And I just know in the beginning. Look, I'm not saying that they're gonna end up number 2, number 3, number 4 at the end of
the you got them at?
I mean,
if the season play out,
I would say 4 or 5.
Wow.
I would say 4 or 5 right now.
I got 7.
So
7, and that's with one of my favorite players, Jimmy Butler.
Mm-hmm.
But Butler can't.
I think Coach Spoelstra has done a really good job with his team.
It ain't Pat Riley.
I think Pat Riley and Coach Spo. Look, Coach Spo is still. He's the second most tenured coach right now in the NBA, other than Pop.
Ain't he married to Pat Riley's daughter or something?
No, he's married to an ex cheerleader.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's married to ex cheerleader. Yeah, he. Yeah.
Like he got some dirt on Pat.
Look. Anyway. So look, give me my Miami thing. They're doing their thing.
I'm gonna check.
All right, just
I'm gonna
check.
watch them in VR. Courtside.
I'm not saying that they're going to the Eastern Conference Finals or anything.
Courtside.
I'm just saying
VR watching them.
I'm just saying that the developmental league, they've been able to bring some people in there.
And later on in the podcast, I want to hear that when I start watching, they want to start losing. Now.
Look, that may happen too. You tend to have that effect. I'm just saying they are moving along a lot sooner than what I expected them to do.
Okay.
I'm still not gonna renew the season tickets.
Smart decision.
You know, but I'm just saying my tickets are being sold.
We should go check out the game.
We will. I've got season tickets.
We go check out when y'all play Lakers. I want to go see that. Let's go see that.
All right, let's look it up. I don't know if I put those up for sale. I think I kept those on purpose. So
yeah, we going to the Lakers game. We going live podcast from the Lakers game.
All right, so
and watch us get banned from the AAA.
All right, so as you continue to the queue up, you want to talk about movies now?
Oh yeah.
As you talk about movies, let me see if I have. I don't think I.
21 Bridges came out this weekend. Me and my wife are gonna go check it out tonight. I would have had a review today for you, but you know, one of my favorite people on the earth birthday was yesterday, so we would have celebrated that.
I got the mother.
Damn a movie.
Yeah.
You know, I go watch a movie on Saturday or Sunday, but you know, for her, hey, I cancel my Friday nights. But we're gonna check out 21 Bridges, Frozen 2. You know, the kids and my wife trying to get me to go see that. I don't really too much mess with the musicals that much. You know, unless they did old school like Little Mermaid, Beauty and Beast. You know, the ones I grew up on when I was a kid. But might check it out. And I know Queen and Slim come out next week. I heard it's excellent, so I might check that one out too.
Yep.
You know, it's normal. You know, I normally go with action and comedy and stuff, but I'll check it out. See what's up.
So I have not sold the tickets.
Yeah, we're gonna go
It's a Friday night.
Yeah,
Friday, December 13th.
Yeah, I got no movies on December 13th.
Okay, I still got my tickets.
So
Prime time, American Airlines Arena. Yeah. So I got to tell my wife that on Friday.
What we telling now, Leah?
I got to tell her that we're not doing pizza night. Then is what you're saying,
Leah? Yeah. Me and Harry going to the Lakers and Heat game December 13th. We're going to the Lakers and Heat game December 13th. You cool with that? Thank you, Leah. Cool with that. Set.
Hold on. All right. Well, we're glad it's the 13th and not the 14th because the 14th was a party.
Oh man.
So we saved that bullet.
Yeah.
All right. So we
almost spoke too soon.
Oh boy, that would have been bad because I don't know. I don't know if I would have been able to do that, but yeah. Because I don't want to reenact how that would have happened.
Do what would have happened.
Oh, boy.
All of a sudden, both of us got car trouble. We got car trouble.
Car trouble as in we couldn't get to the game because they did something to our car, or car trouble, we couldn't make it to the party. Yeah. Car trouble.
We got to the party late because of car trouble.
Oh, okay.
You know, I came to you. You were stuck on the side of the turnpike.
But I thought you were coming to me, but I was coming to you. Yeah. And we crossed each other.
It got lost.
And we got lost, and we met each other over in the AAA Center, right?
No phone service, yeah.
All right. So 21 Bridges, this was a movie that I ended up seeing the previews to. Right. One of the movies, so probably one of the Avenger movies. Right. It must have been the Avenger movie because it was supposed to be out a while back, I thought.
Yeah, it got pushed back because there's a lot of competition was going on this year. So they pushed it back. Into late November where ain't too much going on. Mm-hmm. You got a lot of family in, so y'all can go hang out and see movies and stuff like that. But my source, they say it's a pretty good movie. So it's worth. I asked them is it worth me spending $22 to go see or wait on demand? They were like, oh yeah, you can spend $22.
Well, and I think the other thing too is towards the end of the year. So again, Rod is a movie connoisseur. Yes. When you're looking at. So would it be different if they would have tried to play that movie during Marvel season?
Oh no, destroy it.
So I think that.
But you got to think about it though. The directors direct the Endgame.
Okay.
So why get in your way?
Well, no, that's true. No, I mean, it makes sense. I'm just trying to see, is this something that you want to watch because there's no competition? Like when you told me the last few movies that are going on, I mean, Star Wars is going to be coming on pretty soon towards the end of the year.
Yeah, next month.
So is that the reason why it's well, I haven't been doing movies in a while,
Right, so you
and
gotta get in
I got to
now.
get in. And then for you, it's like, man, I do movies. I miss going to the movies. Am I gonna watch it because of that? So that's
No,
like
like
the plot seems.
oh,
pretty
I
good.
won't go to the movies if the reviews are horrible.
That's true, because there are some movies that you just won't see that
Yeah.
won't be on your list.
Yeah, I got movies. Yeah, I like when I make my list at the beginning of the year. It's some movies I know not to go watch.
Okay.
21 Bridges is on the list, but I also was waiting on the right time to go see it.
Yeah.
So and the reviews came out and it was good, and they were saying it was worth going to see in the movies. So I'm gonna go take that movie experience. Woo. Oh, dog.
You coming to Philly? You want to play with Grandpa? You gonna come here?
Yeah.
You play with Grandpa?
Okay,
Let's play with Grandpa.
live. It's live. Always.
That's
live.
what we do. This is live, unedited. All right,
Yeah.
so we're 45 minutes in there. All right.
We can cut it short because we got a barbecue.
We do have a barbecue that we're supposed to be cooking. All right.
No, he's supposed to be cooking. No, I'm supposed to be messing with coins.
I don't know. I'm supposed to be doing something. This is my house, so I got to be doing something. All right, so 45. So maybe we just need to cut it short.
Anything else to touch on?
No, I think we got good content. I think.
Oh, Black Friday.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right, so you had asked me, what do I need for Black Friday?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not electronics, but so I'm a runner. I run.
So you want shoes?
So I need to find a pair of shoes. Like for me,
You need to get one of these.
No. I got the fact that I got one of these.
Nah.
This is a hand-me-down from my brother-in-law.
I don't want to hear that.
You know.
I don't want to hear that.
You know.
Harry is
From
one
Aaron.
of the hardest person.
Aaron, one of the members in Raymond's
Let me tell you
Sons.
what Harry do when he with his phone. Put it down. You call. He call you back later. See.
Look. Look.
This is what he do. That's why he need this so you can always get in contact with him.
But
You run.
That I got this with me. I got the not the AirPods, but I actually got the old school wired headphones.
Ew.
So I need a pair of shoes. So I'm probably gonna be looking for Black Friday deals. I'm gonna be looking at outlets to see if I can get 12 and a half running shoes. I don't really they need to be running shoes. Do I have a preference, a brand?
I heard Puma have a 75% off.
So it depends. Is it 75% off of $250? So because my dollar range that I'm looking at is nothing more than $30.
Wow, 75% off.
I'm just saying it just depends.
And I ain't never seen a Puma shoe cost $250. So
I'm just saying my dollar. You see my.
So you
If we
probably
can find something between $20 to $30 shipping free. Because that's how they get you with the shipping.
Right.
That shipping brings it up to $35,
We
$40.
got a Puma store here. You said
I would actually go to the store if I needed to.
So you need running shoes.
So that's what is on my list. What's on your list?
Sonos Sub.
Okay.
So I'm gonna complete my surround sound. I have a Sonos home theater system.
Tell them how you got hooked into that. That was a pretty funny story. How you weren't going to be into it, and then you got punked.
I got the soundbar.
Thinking that the soundbar was universal.
Yeah.
No problem.
I got ceiling speakers built into my house. I am a heavy audio person.
Yes.
Movie person.
Yes.
At home and in the theater.
Yes.
So I got in ceiling speakers. Thinking I could hook that up to Sonos.
I would have thought the same thing.
No. Sonos is a rapist. It's gonna cost me $500.
$500
to get my ceiling speakers to tie into my Sonos speakers. Thanks to my brother-in-law, I have one Sonos Play 1. So I bought the matching one on my own. So that gave me the real speakers. Now I'm missing the sub to complete my 5.1 home theater system. So I heard that it's going to be on sale from $700 to $500 on Black Friday.
It can't be $200 savings.
Right. So I'm going to jump on that and get that as a gift to myself.
Because you have had a very good year. Yeah. You have worked very hard, and you need to treat yourself.
Right.
You remember the ring? The treat yourself?
Yeah, you got to treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Yeah,
give yourself something nice.
Put some black diamonds in it.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Don't worry about that, though.
So I'm going to do the sub, and then my son needs a new iPad.
Okay.
Because his acting weird.
Okay.
But it may be a reset.
But You know the game though.
Yeah, I always can
I mean, we'll save that for another episode though. All right.
I help y'all get over, but
yeah.
They've
got his face on Apple's Most Wanted. Like they know his name when he comes to the store, and they still can't do anything about it.
Right. So I'm gonna probably sell his 6th generation iPad and give him the 10.2 7th generation. It's on sale for $250.
Okay.
So if I sell here to make a couple of dollars,
all right,
it kind of makes sense to do.
And also the savings of the $200 that you're doing from the Sonos.
Right. So it makes sense, and then that's pretty much it for my Black Friday. So I should be chilling by 10 o'clock.
We're gonna be doing the Kermit, sipping iced tea, just watching.
I should be chilling, waiting on some deliveries.
So, look, I know we're supposed to be done, but I can't stop talking. So, what are you the type of person for Black Friday that will, finish Thanksgiving dinner at around 5 o'clock in the afternoon,
and run to the store,
head straight to the mall, and do your thing?
Head straight to this after.
Yeah, boom.
While I'm eating, straight to this.
You don't even have to do Cyber Monday.
If they give me the same price on the phone, boop, 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 I meet UPS at the house.
There you go. So you're still
I'm eating.
in the PJs. You're just eating that third meal or that fourth meal by then. Probably fourth meal by then.
I'm eating and shopping.
Yeah, you've got the. I mean, I don't think you have the. You don't have the robe, right? Would you be the robe?
Oh, I got a robe. Yeah.
You got the robe. Sit on the couch. Type of person, click, while everybody else is fighting each other in Walmart, and you see stuff on the news. You're just
laughing,
watching the Thursday night game,
waiting on that confirmation, that tracking number.
Yeah, the Fox. Are you watching? I guess it depends on whatever game is on. You're just watching that game while everybody else is getting up really early.
Yeah.
I mean, I did that once just to see.
Yeah, I was in
just
it
to
before,
see,
but that's crazy. It's crazy.
Like for me, I guess the type of stuff that I buy
because it started.
I think it's like a 5 or. I mean, is it starting before Thanksgiving now?
I think it's Black Friday used to start at 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning.
Yeah, it used to be really, really early on Friday, but now it's like.
Yeah, it ain't took Thursday. Thanksgiving is really like early Black Friday now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like some deals may start on Wednesday.
Right. So my wife might want to go out into it, but I'm not gonna go out into it. But as long as I can get them 2 items, I'm good.
Okay.
If I can save on them, I just do that and call it a day.
There we go. We'll do that. All right. So I think this was a good episode.
Yeah.
All right. So again, Raymond & Sons. You guys can find us on Raymond & Sons podcast.
Instagram, Raymond & Sons.
Boom.
Twitter, Raymond & Sons.
Find us. Old
YouTube,
school.
Raymond & Sons.
Raymond & Sons podcast.
Gmail.
I'm old school Gmail. So Raymond & Sons podcast @gmail.com. Right. Again, you can find us on podcast.com, and then you can also find us over in podcast.com app, Apple Podcasts. So just type us in, and you'll find us.
Yeah. And hit the subscribe button, the like button.
5-star.
And if y'all want to come to the Laker game with us, it's on Harry. It's on Harry. He got a plethora of tickets.
Harry Truman. He was the past president.
It's on Harry.
All right, guys. Another great episode. We'll see you next week. Thanks again. We're out.
Yeah.